about how to turn a fraction to a percent and decimals to a percent. So let's start first with talking about how we change a fraction to a percent. You're going to divide the numerator by the denominator. Remember, numerator is the number on top divided by the denominator, which is the number on the bottom or down. Remember denominator, down. They both start with D. Then you're going to multiply the decimal by 100. Okay, so let's look at some examples here. So we have our fraction for tenths. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to divide our numerator, which is 4, divided by our denominator, which is 10. Okay, and you can use your calculator if you'd like. 4 divided by 10 gives us 4 tenths. So that's our decimal, which is going to go in this box right here, 0 and 4 tenths. And then you're going to take this times 100. So 0 and 4 tenths times 100. Ooh, there's a bad glare there. Sorry. Times 100. And that gives us 40. So our percent is 40%. Okay, let's take a look at another one. We have 7 20ths. So we're going to divide our numerator, 7, divided by our denominator, 20. So 7 divided by 20 is 0 and 35 hundredths. We're going to put our answer up here, 0 and 35 hundredths. And then you're taking that and we're multiplying it times 100, which is the same thing as just moving our decimal over 2 places. So you can see it went from right here, and we moved it over 2 places to give us that 35%. Boop, right there. Okay. So when we go fraction to percent, you divide and then multiply by 100. Now let's look at the inside and talk about how do we change a decimal to a percent. So when we're changing a decimal to a percent, you're actually just going to multiply the decimal by 100. Write the decimal as a percent. So this is, we've already gone from our, it's like right here. So we've already done this. We're starting right here at this point. So all you're doing is you're taking your decimal times 100 to give you your percent. Okay? We just don't have that extra step because we're not starting with a fraction. So we're taking 0 and 46 hundredths times 100, which equals 46%. You can absolutely use your calculator, but remember, whenever you're multiplying by 100, since we're multiplying by 100, you're moving that decimal over 2 places, 1, 2 to the right, and it gives us that 46%. Okay, then we have 0 and 24 hundredths times 100. Again, you can put it in on your calculator, but I know I'm moving my decimal over 2 spots, so it's just going to be 24%. And then 0 and 9 hundredths times 100. That decimal is going 2 places to the right, just like these did. So it would be 9%. We got to be careful on that one. We do have that 0 out front, but remember we don't have to write that 0 because it's not there. Let's just do a bonus one real quick. Let's say I have 0 and 3 tenths, and I want to change that decimal into a percent. So again, I'm going to take it times 100, right? And I move that decimal over 1, but there's nothing else there. So I have to move it over 2 spots because we're taking it times 100. So we have to add that 0 into there. So it would be 30%. You could also do it on your calculator just to double check yourself. So if we have 0 and 3 tenths, whoopsies, 0.3, like that, and then times 100, it shows us that it is 30%. All right, 6th grade, so now you're going to go ahead and practice. We're changing some fractions into percents, and then we also have some decimals down here that we're turning into percents. So look back at your notes to help you and let us know if you have any questions.